Je suis vraiment très heureuse de gagner ce prix ici. And I want to thank very much Mr. Nicholas and also all the members of the Art Council. It's the first time that I received an award from New Brunswick. C'est la première fois que je reçois un honneur du Nouveau-Brunswick. Et c'est même la première fois que je reçois de l'argent du Nouveau-Brunswick.
When the writer Virginia Woolf had her character, Mrs. Dalloway, stand at the head of her stairs and look down at a party that was underway in her parlor. And the party was made up of all of who's who in London, and it was a great coup for Mrs. Dalloway. She looked from the party to her own person, and she was wearing a dark green velvet dress, and her hair was all in place. And the evening was shaping up to be perfect. And she said to herself, if I were to die now, it would be enough. Well, tonight I feel a little like Mrs. Dalloway.
I'm really honored that David asked me to accept the award on his behalf. Any of you who know David know that he would have sauntered up here without a speech and rattled off a few thank yous. And so when I asked him if he wanted to send me a speech, he said, no, you can do the same thing. So I'm a little underprepared because he just told me who to thank, but I just wanted to tell a little story about David. I met him probably about 6.5 years ago now when I first started the Arts Board, when he was sitting on our board. And the thing about David is when he calls me, he never asks, how are you? He always asks, are you still writing? As if the answer to that already tells him whether I'm good or not. And I think that really speaks to who David is and how committed he is to the arts and to his own art and to the arts of New Brunswick. So on his behalf, I'd like to thank the Honourable Greg Nicholas, the New Brunswick Arts Board, his nominator, Hugh French, as well as who's the last person? Oh, the Arts Board? Oh, and the jury. That's who. So on David's behalf, thank you very much.
You know, I had some prepared notes, but I got to tell you, when you're in the presence of such talented and some of the most gifted New Brunswickers, certainly I think it's a time to actually ditch the notes on a night like this, because and Minister Leonard turned to me after Edith was done and said, good luck topping that one. Can we take that and contain that kind of energy and passion in a jar? We could actually, I think, sell that if we wanted to. That would be a great New Brunswick export.
Very expensive.
Very expensive.
Culture is a way of life. Culture is our rootedness in the different, not only different parts of our province, but the different identities we have within our province. And our province is very rich in that way. And Minister Holder has already indicated how in New Brunswick there is a lot of good. And for a person such as myself, as your Lieutenant Governor, I do see a lot of this. During the week, on weekends, on evenings such as this. And I've always said since I started this position, because many of you know, of course, I was a provincial court judge for 18.5 years. And I didn't see too many smiling faces. I never saw too many standing ovations unless somebody wanted a special sentence. And certainly there was very little laughter in the courts. But in our province, for a small province, we have people with tremendous gifts from every corner of our province.